Day 94 of Daily Devotional Message is titled, Walk of the Righteous by Pastor W.F. Kamui. Our texts of devotion are taken from 1 Peter 2 verses 9 to 12, and it reads, But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, an holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of God, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts, which war against the soul, having your conversation honest among the Gentiles, that, whereas they speak against you as evildoers, they may by your good works, which they shall behold, glorify God in the day of visitation. Key verse, But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, an holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. 1 Peter 2:9. Message. Thomas Watson, 1620–1686, an English Puritan preacher and author, had this to say about the righteous. He who is godly is both a diamond and a lodestone, a diamond for the sparkling of his grace, and a lodestone, something that attracts others like a magnet, for his attractive virtue in drawing others to the love of God's precepts. Lacking consciousness of this reality may deprive a believer of the necessary impetus to live victoriously. In today's Bible passage, believers are reminded of their fourfold worthiness and position in Christ and the responsibilities this privilege entails. This is vividly captured in today's passage. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, an holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. The four titles indicated here once applied only to the Jews, but in the new dispensation they apply to Jews and Gentiles alike who are true believers in Christ. This blessed lot of believers is set in contrast with the loss of those Jews who despised Christ, the Messiah and chief cornerstone of the church. The world may despise believers because it never understands their worth, but in God's estimation, believers are a peculiar treasure. They are products of God's grace designed to showcase God's virtues, glory, wisdom, might, goodness, mercy, holiness, and truth to mankind. They have been called out of the darkness of sin, ignorance, and misery into the marvelous light of knowledge about God. Transformed and graced, they are not expected to live by the dictates of corrupt human nature, but by the leading of God's Spirit, living holily. This should make every Christian eternally grateful to God and lead them to seek to glorify Him in every way. The same transforming grace brings salvation, and these privileges are available to anyone who, realizing his sinfulness, repents and puts his faith in Jesus Christ. If you have no evidence of this transformation in your life or lack the power for a worthy walk with God, humbly accept this grace today. Thought for the day. The true worth of a Christian is measured neither by his position nor possessions, but by his riches in Jesus. Trust you are blessed by this devotional. Like and share with others. God bless you.